Rick Van Beveran, and I'm a Hillsborough City Councilor and also chair of the Council's Transportation Committee. I'm also a former Trimet board member, and I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the service of each and every one of you, because I know you're not here because of the compensation. I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview about Hillsborough, and hopefully it'll inform your future decisions about the transit that the transit needs. First, Hillsborough is a rapidly growing city. We have over 102,000 residents currently. That makes us the fifth largest city in the state, and we're expected in 2045 to be around 156,000. So it kind of gives you a sense of how fast things are changing in Hillsborough. We're at the heart of the high-tech industry with Intel and that whole constellation of businesses around them, as well as other high-tech companies. So we are a major manufacturing base for the entire state and employment area. We also have, as you've heard, a community north of Sunset Highway in North Hillsborough that's growing quickly and is underserved, and we've heard from folks that are representing those businesses. Hillsborough supports about 67,000 jobs, not counting the contract work that goes on there, for instance, to build the construction activity and so forth. That's about 28% of all jobs in Washington County. About 75% of the workforce comes in from outside Hillsborough. That's a huge number of people that are commuting to and from Hillsborough, mostly from places east and southeast of the city. So a lot of travel time is involved in that. The median income is $67,000, but interestingly, about 40% of our population earns less than $50,000, and that's a transit dependent, I would say, population that we're trying to serve better. In terms of job growth, Hillsborough is going to grow very rapidly and expects about 115,000 jobs in that same 25-year period. So we're growing. We don't have great transit ridership as a percentage of our mode split, and we're working on that. In terms of population, 40% of Hillsborough is communities of color. It's a very, very, unlike, say, Portland, it's a very, very diverse community. I have a lot more here to share. And if you'll indulge me for just a moment, please. I'll try to get through it. 30% of the households don't speak English, or speak English as well as another language, I should say. And we have low-income neighborhoods. We have some of the poorest neighborhoods in the whole region. So it's a very diverse community in terms of income as well as in terms of ethnicity and so forth. We are committed. What the takeaway here is that we are committed to making our community transit ready. 75% of our streets have sidewalks currently. The new communities that we're building, including South Hillsborough, that have 28,000 people in it eventually, is transit ready. So we are, I think the handouts that I gave will demonstrate how much time and effort and energy we have spent to understand our transit needs, to plan for future service, and to articulate that to board members. So I hope you'll take the time to review that. Thank you for your...
Thank you. Good data.